Well, well, well. Look at that. It's the Jack Kirby Museum logo, Tom.
And Research Center.
Yeah, we didn't put that in the logo, but we are the a museum and a research center. Incredible. Have to like
Amazing.
you have to reduce your verbiage when you're making a mark like that. So, yeah. Anyhow, the dots are fun, right? The little dots and all those things. Yeah, it's it's our logo. Anyhow, it's a special Wednesday night live stream from us because we were at San Diego. Oh, hey, Lantern Zone. Good to see you. Out on YouTube, Lantern Zone. Okay. So yeah, so here we are. We're at episode 10 of Marvel in the 70s. Well, it's not episode 10 of Marvel in the 70s. It's episode 11, but we're not counting those numbers. It's the 10th Captain America episode of Jack Kirby's work on Captain America. All
Well,
right.
that's
So
just a technicality.
well, yeah, because when I don't want to be like Marvel in the '70s, episode 45. It's Devil Dinosaur
Well,
9. We'll move on from that, right? Anyhow, here, look at all these wonderful things that we've done. Go to our YouTube channel, look at them, watch them, put them on 2x, turn on closed captions. You don't have to listen to us, just watch it and read it. Anyhow, I'm just kidding, but that's the kind of stuff I do. Lots and lots of content on our YouTube channel. We're very proud of it. We love Jack Kirby. We love talking about Jack Kirby, and there's lots of stuff there. Hey, it's Devin. Good to see you. Comic Book Deep Dives on YouTube. Hello, hello. So we are, yeah. Look at this. Is our latest. This is our recent adventure here, where we're looking at Marvel in the '70s, Captain America, and so yeah, hello. Yep. Okay, so that was the issue we did last Monday,
and it
and
goes up to issue 14. Plus, we have the annual
an
number
annual.
4 to do yet.
Yeah.
So,
So 3 or 4 more episodes, I guess. So we were out in San Diego, and that doesn't. This picture is not from San Diego, but I did want to mention a big thanks to Alan Dion for donating some pages to our museum. We are a small nonprofit, and we do have a collection of original art. And Alan was really nice. Alan, you and Alan were talking at what was it, WickedCon in Boston?
yep. With it, yeah,
Yeah,
I think that was in April, I believe. Yes.
yeah. So it was really really nice of Alan to consider us in his nonprofit giving efforts that he's involved in. He's donated some things to, I think, Georgia State University as well. And if you're interested in using you know nonprofit donation as part of your financial plan to offset taxes, stuff like that. That's why one of the great reasons that we're around. So Alan did that, and it's just wonderful. It's great, right? He was offering us choices, and it was like,
Right. Yeah.
you guys definitely want the OMAC page. We were like, yeah, we really do want
Right.
that OMAC
Yep.
page.
It's true. And then we also wanted some Kirby pencils because that's raw Kirby. So
Yeah,
we
rock.
picked the two,
So
but we
no, it was great. I mean, the one superpowers page, and of pencils, and the OMAC page. So thank you, Alan, and we'll get a piece up on our homepage as well. It was nice he came over to the booth at San Diego, and I was there. Not It wasn't just Lisa at the booth at San Diego. So Lisa was working at the booth at San Diego
and
quite a
Lisa
lot.
is Brand's wife and
It's
wonderful
true.
volunteer.
I am her
Just so
spouse. Can you believe it? She's great. She's been so helpful.
since the last name is the same.
That's right. So yeah. So she really big thanks to Lisa for all the help that she did. And we also wanted to
And we
thank.
pretty good year this year too in San Diego.
Yeah, we had a great year. That's right. Also wanted to thank B and Yvonne at Nostalgic Investments. They give Tom space at their booth, right, to
Yep.
for the scanning, and they're also being temporary keepers of some of the furniture that we use at our booth in California. So there's
Including
like
the
an
scanner.
easel.
We have a
Oh, that's right, the scanner and two easels now and a print stand that they help
yeah.
us out with.
So we have a West Coast and East Coast scanner. So
we have two.
we have scanner. We'll travel on either coast if you
That's
to your
right.
house if you have some great stuff.
One of my favorite Monty Python sketches was about them interviewing this guy, and it was like, he's a literary critic, I think, or something, but all they did was talk about how he had two sheds, and it was Arthur Two Sheds Jackson. Well, we are the Jack Kirby Museum with two scanners. So, but, Jack Kirby Two Scanners Museum. Anyhow, okay, thanks, Bean. So we had a panel at San Diego, and it was Jack Kirby. What was it? Not Jack Kirby, but not superheroes. And we have this was our panel team, and we do have a video of it that Tom grabbed on his phone. So hopefully we'll pull something together and get it up. But that's everybody: Sidney Heifler, Mark Badger, Tom Kraft, John Morrow, me, Bruce Simon, and Tracy Kirby. And it was a fun panel.
It's a nice photo.
Yeah.
Everybody's nice.
Yeah. So we're gonna look forward to more such things. Bruce and Mark were also on Mark Evanier's Jack Kirby tribute panel on Sunday, along with Tracy's brother Jeremy, which was always good to see Jeremy and Tracy. And who else was there? Oh, John Cook, working a lot with John Morrow these days, and John B. Cook, and Paul Levine, former lawyer, he's a lawyer, but he was formerly Jack and Roz's lawyer. Okay, and then there was another meeting of the minds of Kirbiness. So there's me and Lisa, John Morrow, Ray Wyman Jr., and Tracy Kirby. So we had some.
And Ray Wyman Jr. is the one that did the art of Jack Kirby. He did many interviews recorded with Jack.
That's right.
In 1990, 89 to 93 or 2 or something like that.
Yep. So there was definitely convening. There were the Kirby convening at the convention. It was nice. We had a great we had banner, record sales at the booth, and we had some great conversations with people, and all kinds of tentative plans for exciting new projects, and all those wonderful things. So, and I was on a red eye this last night, so my circadian rhythm is all whacked out. But anyhow, where did we leave off, Tom? What was this thing? This guy Primus.
That was Doughboy.
The Primus, like
The Primus and Doughboy.
Doughboy emits, this guy Primus like climbs out of Doughboy. Huh? Yeah, sure.
So they can see us.
It's us. Hi, everyone. Yeah, we exist. So Doughboy squeezes out this guy Primus. and ends up, and Primus is like, oh, I like Donna Maria. But let's get the bigger picture for a sec. Steve, Carol, Sam, and Lila were out at a restaurant, right? And
yes.
And their waiter was being kind of approached and harassed by what you might think might be immigration cops or officials or something. And Cap had like this fantastic blue and white striped suit on. And I guess they stopped Felix from being grabbed by those guys.
Yeah, that was 2 episodes ago.
Yeah, but they ended up They ended up. I know they ended up grabbing. Those guys ended up grabbing, gassing Steve and Carol in Carol's apartment, and grabbed Steve, and took golden hair or whatever his name was, and took him to Central America. And then they had this whole adventure with the swine, and Cap did with the swine, and then Carol was all upset, and then what Falcon was looking for him, and it just turned into, after the swine was kind of gone, we still have Donna Maria around, but then there was like these monsters, these giant like weird creatures were around, and suddenly it became about Nick Fury's File 116, filled with weirdos and freaky monsters and stuff, right? Isn't that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
yeah, genetically modified. He's a geneticist.
Arnim Zola. So then they meet this guy Arnim Zola. There's like the manfish, and there's all kinds of stuff. Sharon, not Carol. Jeez, man, I'm all over the place. You're right. I'm punchy, I tell you. All right. So yeah, Sharon, and
I was wondering where the Carol thing came from.
I'm just like Jack. I confuse Sharon and Carol. So now we're like, well, they're still. I guess they're still in Central America, or South America, or something, right? Okay.
No, they're not.
Then,
they're not there.
Where are
they're
they?
at the castle now.
Where's the castle?
At the castle already.
Oh, they're in Europe.
Find out.
We've ended up in Europe.
Out. You'll find out. Just.
Oh, look at this! We got the Red Skull. What's that all about? Oh, because they were flying in Doughboy. They flew in Doughboy across the Atlantic Ocean. All right. So we have some original art, which is cool. And then we have. No, I know Lantern Zone. Yeah, I mean, Carol was Cap's love story was the romance of the dying woman, the daughter of the professor. So actually, these two issues that we're going to look at today, we do not have full pencil photocopies for one of the issue, and we don't really have a lot of original art. But I think there's some in the show, but I'm just talking about our inventory. Yeah, so that's a fun cover. Crazy, ominous, horrifying. Any more adjectives? Creepy. Like
it never happens inside, though.
Okay, you're right. So, but we do have Mike Royer.
Yes, it's the first issue with Mike Royer.
So that's nice.
Yeah.
And some classic droopy display type on Showdown Day there from Mike, which is great. I'm a fan of that stuff. Hooray, Mike Royer.
Yay, Mike Royer. Ring the bell.
Yeah. So that's fun. And then, so Cap hits Primus. Get away from her. What's wrong with you? And then Arnim Zola shows up and he's like, I've got my control stick. Everything will happen because of that. And Donna Maria jumps for the control stick. So, all right, let's see. Oh yeah, March Makes Comics on YouTube likes the fact to see the cover and the pencils and the original art. That's cool. Thank you. Yeah, that's what we do here. Yep, Kirby's favorite inker.
Primus thinks he's a real human being, and
yeah, he's like.
It's interesting because he actually has its own identity and its own self-aware and calls himself a man, but he's really just part of Doughboy and under the submission of Zola.
Yeah. So Donna Maria jumps for the control stick or whatever it is. That doesn't work. But I just wanted to show you. We'll take a brief trip into. Look at these terrible scans. No, look at this terrible comic book. So Tom and I discovered when working on this show that and doing scans that this issue there's quite a few copies out there that are not very high quality as far as the printing is concerned.
All the
And
black pitted and the colors
just
are just muted.
yeah, so we were at a comic book convention for a few days. We
Called
found a
San
comic.
Diego.
Yeah, so we went digging in the bins and found a better copy.
We,
But
and I found two copies, but they were just as bad pretty much. And
yeah,
then Rand
well,
got the trophy. He found the good one.
I got I won. Yeah, no, it was great. It was like, yeah, it was great to just kind of find one that was tolerable. So this issue, these scans are looking better than this, which it was hard to improve them like with our Photoshop magic. So anyway, I just wanted to show everybody that we went the extra mile to make this show a little bit better visually. Oh my gosh! So then now it's Donna Maria's got all this goo and caps and
It looks like chewing gum.
It's not right. That's just not right. Oh yeah, there's Mike Royers, my favorite inker, YouTube. Marsh makes comics. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. I could have easily subdued them. Was I not bred for this kind of task? Yeah, go away, Primus. And then they talk about how he's different from Doughboy, but he's really not. Doughboy.
But he thinks he is.
He thinks he is.
He's got an ego.
Yeah, he's got his Doughboy's got his little window, so they can see.
Yeah, so he can make a window himself. He can turn part of his skin solid into glass
There's a
almost.
really amazing thing he does later in this episode, which is really fun. Oh, you're right. So then they land in the medieval courtyard. So yeah, they've clearly.
So that's most
crossed.
likely in Germany because
Yeah.
the previous issue he was in Germany.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Oh, a lovely 4-panel page. That's good
So
to be
he
home.
makes a hole so that they can get out.
Yep.
And
And
Doughboy sticks his tongue out and grabs them. Marie.
it's not right, but anyhow, yeah. How can we cope with such creatures? They aren't human. And then it gets
So it's
thrown
interesting in this whole sequence, all these sequences. Captain America it's kind of like helpless. He can't. Everything he does, he doesn't work. Basically,
Yeah.
He's training everything.
Here he's like, I'm trying to, open up this door. I can't do anything. It's not ordinary metal. It feels almost warm and alive.
It's organic.
That's not right. Okay, so then there's an embrace. Oh, let's provide some comfort as a comfort moment. But then, what is it? There's something in the shadows. Learning to talk, walk, shambling. It's Melvin. No, it's not Melvin. I'm sorry.
It's moving towards us.
That's right. Doughboy is probably one of Kirby's strangest creations. I agree. I like Doughboy for the strangeness, to be honest. Yeah. So, and then we have this beautiful original art scan of this interior splash.
She's so beautiful in the way that Royer inked the hair and everything.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful.
And my efforts with the scans. Tom is the scanner of the comic books, and then I kind of do a little bit of adjusting and cropping and stuff. And I was wondering whether the comic actually has these lines or not. I mean, Mike's inking. It's always fun when he kind of does that, where he doesn't fill it in, and then
it's the printing process again. It's still not good. It can't handle stuff like that.
You can see some of it, but yeah. So and then there's the pencils, which are it's just great. Look at this. Come on, man.
And you can see how Mike followed like really closely the pencils and
Yeah.
added to it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. It's lovely. Yep. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh, it's moving toward us, and then oh well, what's Sam up to? Yeah, the
he's
ink
still flying
details get
around.
lost.
Remember, he was
Yeah, there
flying
was like
around in circles,
he saw a
and he got
nest.
all these
There's
rocks
rocks.
like thrown at him, boulders,
Yeah. Uh-oh. And then he says,
and
"Here come
it's
I don't
kind of
know."
really shy. Whatever it is, we don't know what it is yet, but
Yeah.
it's really shy and
Yep.
doesn't like it's not curious.
Right. And he says, "Here comes company, Big Bird." Well, hell.
And there it is.
Oh man, Shields
It's a
file
pretty cool
116.
thing.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. It is. Yeah. Scrock.
Oh Lord.
Oh
Oh
Lord.
Lord.
Well, you know, it's interesting. I wish we had the pencil scan of the pencils on this, because there's clearly some big whiteout going on over here. So I don't know what, and
Are you
lots
sure
of
we don't
blue
have
line.
that? Interesting.
No, don't have it. Yeah.
Hmm.
So I wonder whether that was "Oh Lord" was Jack's script or not. No, Marsh, you're right. Mike is so faithful on the inks, but it makes it complete. And yeah, so he's faithful, but he's still Mike. You can see that his own style in there. It's just wonderful. So there we go. It's very nice. Okay. Now what? Oh, geez. Now we're okay. So we're back at Shield regional office of Shield. And there's Carol. No, I'm kidding. I knew it was Sharon. Sharon. And the last thing we saw from Sharon was like, she was sick from the gas that the guys used when they abducted Steve. And she was in the hospital
Yes.
room or in a bed. And then the Shield guy comes and is like, well, we're reactivating you. And she says, all right, I'll do it, but I got to get a new hairdo. So Jack is like, well, I like your hair.
And she
Yeah.
did that because she felt that that it's better than sitting around. She's trying to find Kath.
Yeah.
They pretty much had an argument right before they got gassed.
Right. Yeah, it's all like she's like, stop being a hero and come and let's move to a farm somewhere.
Settle down and
settle
have
down
kids
there,
and-
buddy. Yeah. So yeah, she's like, it's basically like, well, you have to go and investigate this file 116. And she gets in the helicopter, and it's like, well, here he is. It's this guy. What's his name? I forget.
Oh, I forget.
Yeah, we'll see.
It'll show up soon.
Cyrus Fenton. There it is.
Yeah, there it is. Cyrus.
Good old
Fenton.
Cyrus. Yeah. So apparently it's the money tree from which the monsters grow.
Yes.
And we're back.
So he's
No, we're not.
financing all the effort.
Yeah.
of
But we're not
Zola.
back with Cap and Donna Maria. We're with Arnim Zola and Primus. And it's like, well, oh yeah, Arnim Zola's like, I'm going to remake those two into works of genetic art. And Primus is like, no, I like Donna Maria. And it's like,
She's
sorry,
mine,
bud.
I tell you, mine. Oh,
Mine.
mine.
Yeah. And it's like, Zola is still like, go back. You need to be reabsorbed by Doughboy. No, you're a tire that belongs to a car, buddy. Get in there. And he's like, I'll come out again, and when I do, you'll come out when I need you, and that may be never. And there's Doughboy, like, yep, okay, sir. What's next?
What's
So
next
weird.
is these crazy little things that come out of them.
Yeah, these guys. Love these guys. All right, so
So they're life forms that spring into existence.
they do right out of Doughboy. He squeezes them out yet again, and there they are. They're fantastic.
They grow eyes and
It's like my giant ears, and this like two-armed guy, It's like biological technology is the answer to all the question and all the machines of modern man. I can do anything. Look at this. So cool.
They remind me of like Wacky Pack from the from the 70s.
Yeah. 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 These designs are just great.
Yeah,
I
that's
love like
great.
ear guy, ear and eye guy. I don't know. That's just
They can
fantastic.
hear really well. Did you know
That's
that?
right. I
And
imagine
see.
so. Yes.
They have three eyes.
The other guy is like scaly and
He's more
he's
of an
on his
attacker.
hands. Right. Right. Yeah. So cool. All right. Oh, it's time. Oh, so here's the moment, right? It's I I have to call my benefactor, says Zola, and then it's like bloop bloop, like Doughboy like pushes out this
A
blob.
TV.
Yeah, he pushes out
Yeah.
a. It's like wow wow wow. It absorbs thought
It's
waves
called
and
a
converts them.
it's called a tele site. A
Okay.
tell site.
All right. And then, like, there he goes. No wires, no tubes, no massive broadcast facilities to contend with. I
It
can
just
stand here and
transmits
converse.
your brain waves.
Yeah. And then there we go. We have the
Absorb
skull.
through waves and convert them into visual and audio images.
Yeah. Kirby created so many fun monsters. His comic book deep dives on YouTube. Yeah. Oh, and then it's the skull. All right. Freaking red skull. Oh,
Of
okay.
course, he had to come into this.
Well, yeah, he was on the cover, so it had to happen at some point. But
Yeah, sooner or later.
the he's like kind of looking a little like world weary. Well, okay, whatever. You're a
You
weird
want more
scientist.
money,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
Basically.
And then he goes, "I've got Captain America," and Red Skull is like, "Well, I'm
Ooh.
interested now. What do you mean? Well." And that's right at the moment that Sharon's helicopter lands. And he's like, I've got to go. Well, I love this shot of him pulling his mask on.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah,
Like a rubber
exactly.
band.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's the Red Skull. All right, so he puts a mask on and he's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I've got it's karma, kismet, and destiny. And then the door here, and there's Sharon. I'm an Uncle Sam person. Well, okay. Well, that's issue
So,
two
so he's
ten.
masking himself as the
Yeah,
beneficiary. He's
yeah.
the one
This
that gives,
benefactor. Yeah.
the original person gives money and everything.
Well, that's right. So there's the original scan of the original art, and there's the pencils. Oh, it's nice to have Mike Royer on the job. It's beautiful. All right. Shall we go to 211?
We shall.
All right. What? Put her down. Don't throw Donna Maria, you Nazi X. It's crazy. There's the original art. Okay.
His belt has a little Nazi symbol on it
It's a
to
little,
give you
yeah,
a little.
swastika. That's how you know.
Yeah. Yeah. And the cover is by, who do you think the cover? That looks like it's by Joe. Yeah,
It's these little
who did the
featherings down
cover?
here down here. Is that a Royer thing? I don't think so. Right?
No,
Those
that doesn't look
featherings?
like Royer to me.
Yeah.
Could be Van Porten.
Right.
Or Porten, I mean.
Yeah. All right. Let's head in.
Let me find out.
This issue is okay. Scan wise. I mean, I actually worked on this a little bit, and it still was a little
It's
dull.
that bad? Another one.
Yeah, it's not as bad as. Oh yeah, that's what we do. Marsh makes comics. We have a significant digital archive project. So we go around and scan Jack Kirby original art. We treat them like artifacts. So we scan the front and the back at high res, so that we have a record of what the art looks like. 8,000, 9,000 pages. How many pages of original art now? No, not that many.
Original art somewhere
Yeah,
between. I'm still
of
cataloging
course.
everything between 7,000 and 8,000 pages,
Pages of original art. Yeah,
and we've been scanning since 2006.
yeah. I know. Sharon's got that little flying helmet on, which is kind of funny. Yeah. All right. So the last we saw Donna Maria and Cap, they were like, hugging, and then something was shambling out of the shadows that had just learned how to walk. It seemed. So, I'll just answer Marsh's question. Yeah. So, what happened, Marsh, was that Jack Kirby had a large Xerox machine in his house. So when he was done penciling the art, he would photocopy it. Right. Yeah. So they would photocopy the pencils before they would send them out into the production stream. So we're lucky to have those photocopies and have scanned them.
And we
So
have
that
between over 8,000 pages of that
of
of
those
pencil
pages. Yeah.
photocopies.
Yeah.
So together with the digital archive, we're somewhere around 16,000
Right.
scans.
Right. So it's fun that you can see the original art. Yeah, it was smart of him. It was unfortunate that he only got the photocopier right as Mike Royer was coming on, who was a very faithful inker. Whereas it would have been fun to have seen pencil photocopies for the work of the pencils that he did for the Fourth World, which were inked by Vince Colletta. But we don't have those. But that's how it is. So yeah, so there we go. There's the pencil photocopy. All right.
Yeah, pencil photocopies aren't that great either, but
Not always. Sometimes they come out really nicely.
sometimes they don't.
Sometimes they don't. That is right. Okay. Now
So
what's
what's happening
happening?
here? Look out, Cap.
Yo! Watch out. No swastika on his little belt buckle there, but yeah, that's another great spread. Crack. He's got me. Ow! It's crushing my arm. No good. All right. He picks her up.
So how does
What?
it see?
Good question. I don't know if we get that answer.
I don't think we do. And how do they get such big muscles? It must work out.
All right. Well, he is a genetic engineer or whatever he is.
That's true.
Yeah, that's right,
A
Mark.
product of
It would have been
Zola.
great to have different eras of pencils, but yeah,
Well,
very
we do
limited.
have some pencils. We do have some pencils from some of the Bruce D. Berry issues, like in Commandy, for instance. And
And
we have some of the
very
covers that were done by Portland and Fiocoya. So we have some, but it would have been nice to have pencils like from Thor,
from the
like in the
60s, yeah,
60s.
right. But very few pages exist of pencils.
Yeah.
We probably will at some point, Simon, in Spotlight Thor. But maybe we won't go through it, issue story by issue, like this. We might just
Why?
pull together. I don't know. Uh, okay, so there's fighting. Arnim is like, okay, I'm gonna stop this from happening with my control rod or whatever it is. But look,
Enough
look
of
at
this
his
sport.
brain. There's a brain. Okay.
Exposed to the air.
Ugh. without eyes or ears or speech. That thing must be torn by fear. Well, yeah. But Donna Maria just says, "Yeah, I'm grabbing for it."
Fools!
she 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 jumps on Zola's back, and then Cap grabs the control rod, and they're out. They're out.
And they
Full
think
panel
that they've
page.
gotten away with it and that they're just going to run away. And of course,
Yeah,
it's fools.
yeah. So then he's like, "Well, they're not going to get anywhere. Look at this. I'm going to stimulate my mind to the ultimate degree. I'll snare any prey." Oh, here we go. Look at that. Pretty. Donna Maria has
It's
guts.
true.
That is true. I agree with that. And there's...
I think she likes Cap.
Sure. Who wouldn't? Come on. It's Cap. He's a great guy. All right. What does he do? Yeah, the mind of Zola shall seep into every nook and cranny of the castle.
Look out! Look out! Forget it. Concentrate on getting out of here.
Yeah. And then they get grabbed. The control
By
rod
the curtains. They actually get grabbed by the curtains.
Yes. Everything's organic material.
Including the rocks.
Oh.
And then she tries to open the door, and it resists any effort to open it.
It's locked, but she can't open it. And then it turns into a little thing and grabs her. Hey!
It tries to crush her hand.
Oh, man. Cap just kind of breaks that. So now we've got knives and swords flying out of the fireplace or something. I don't know.
Out of the wall, actually.
Yeah.
No, it's coming out of a shield, it looks like.
Yeah. And then they're trying to get us back into captivity. Hey, the floor has opened up into a dark pit. All right, here we go.
Ouch.
Yeah. And now we've got
back to Sharon.
We've got Sharon at the estate of Cyrus Fenton, somewhere in the USA. So, well, I don't know what they're talking about. You're spending money on all these projects.
Well, really? Yeah, and she's trying to tell him that it's dangerous playing around with nature because she knows that from before that he's investing in this whole project.
Yeah. And then she walks over to him.
Rubbish.
Touches his face. I wish they were more respectful of Kirby designs in the MCU. They screwed it up so badly with Arnim Zola and MODOK. Yeah, well, that's movie people. That's how it is. That castle is worse than a possessed haunted house. You're right. But, yeah, sorry, she grabs his face.
Stop doing that.
What? You're wearing
a rubber mask.
What's going on? No, it's. How did you know? It's me, the skull. Oh, the red skull. Oh boy. And he admits to having taken over Fenton's identity. Got into his Equifax and.
Now he has all the money in his coffin.
That's right. So Cyrus didn't use credit blockers. God will. So and file 116 is one of my projects. Yeah, that's right. What? Okay. Boom.
So she has in her hand one of the Shield's shocking electro pistols.
Incredible.
Which did the trick.
Wow.
And she can up the voltage. So she's like, what do you want to do?
And then he says, but I've got Cap. You could be lying. He's like, I would never lie about that. It's a trump card. I've got it. I've got him.
I never lied about a trump card.
Yeah. Do we have a deal? All right, I have a deal. Now what? They've emerged in some hole inside the castle. There's
with a big eyeball.
a
Look,
eyeball and some snapping jaws.
it's the ultimate biology. Zola is using it to dominate man.
Oh man,
Yeah, man.
yeah, it's not great. I like this. Exactly what I meant, foxy lady. Cap.
Yeah, he said
All
that.
right.
Foxy lady.
You've tested my will and failed. Time for time for more useful pursuits. And then it's like
Then he opens the
opens up.
door, right? They happen to be right in the right
The
spot.
lab is they're
They,
right there at the lab.
yeah, all shiny floors
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
pristine.
Well, wouldn't you know, the brain that's in here is just incredible. The most
Sure
interesting
is.
brain around. Yeah.
That
Okay.
sure is. He got it. He got it. The last days of World War II. What could it be?
Yeah, it was a fire sale. He got it. Fire. All of this. So here's a 4-page memories of the end of the
I like when
fall of
Jack sticks a little head in there in the
the little
corner.
head. Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
it's
he
me.
does that. He does that in other other situations when they talk about
Yeah,
things. They
yeah.
reminisce.
I am the narrator. Yeah, and then they preserved this brain. Let's see, John Sagness on Facebook. So much detail in this issue's art, and so imaginative and atmospheric. Again, just like something out of the Golden Age. Absolutely fantastic work. I agree. Yeah, we talked about that Golden Age aspect of it last time too, and it still holds true. What? So who can it be? Who can it be? What brain? What brain do you have? The most
So
important
whatever it
brain.
is, they preserved the life, a life preserved,
Oh,
and then a soul plane flies out of the bunk, out, and then the rest of the
yeah.
body was outside the bunker.
Right.
The last
Well,
plane left the
yeah.
ruined city.
That's right. And then,
And where did it go? It went. It led it to my castle.
yeah. And I'm gonna put this brain in your body, Cap.
What?
What?
You're insane.
Cap sounds like Austin Powers with that foxy lady. Yeah, well, I guess you're right, Simon. It's
And
Hitler's
Cap guess
brain. Yeah.
and Cap guesses that the Red Skull's behind all this too.
Yeah.
He, he wears many faces, but yes, beneath them all is such a skull.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, next issue. It's
A
it's
face
it's
of
what
a hero.
it's one of our favorite issues, right? We featured that in our comics combatives pop up, right? The
Mhm.
next issue, yeah, that was it's just wild. So that's our 2 issues for today. Next up, 212 and Annual 4. This crazy Red Skull Cap and Red Skull issue. I mean, crazy, really fun, and then this really fun Magneto and Mutants issue, which
So it
is
looks like we're going to go to 12 because after that is 213 and the last issue 214.
oh, okay, cool, yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, so that's where we're at. Next on Monday, we'll be looking at those 2 issues. Um, we are always looking for help building our collections website. We've got a lot going on with that, and just if you go to kirbym.us/e/call, you can learn more about it. And this is the kind of effort we've been involved in. Tom's been putting in a lot of work. I've been putting in some work.
That that's what I stare at every weekend for hours on
Every
end.
weekend, yeah, yeah. And it's just filled with data, and we're finding original resources and looking at
And this is
things
all
that.
the scans that we mentioned that you see in the shows. They're
Right. This is
by
the digital
page, by
archive here.
issue,
Yeah.
and
And
original art, and also the photocopies. And then all that stuff, all that data, if we get the right amount of money, we can hire a developer to tie it all in directly from
yeah.
where our database is into a searchable format that you and everyone else in the world can look through
Yeah.
and research.
What might be our financial goal for this, Tom? You were thinking about
Yeah, phase
like
one is probably around 20,000, and then
$20,000. Yeah.
and then another phase would be another 20,000. So somewhere around 40 to 50,000.
Yeah.
I know it sounds like a lot of money, but everybody's very expensive nowadays, and what we're trying
Yeah.
to do is really robust and really the way it should be done,
Yeah.
not trying to cut corners. It's going to be a very professional website.
Yeah. Oh, here's Henry. Henry, our old friend Henry from the Kirby list back in the day, and Facebook on YouTube. I found I had much more appreciation of the writing here 20 years after they came out. I believe one needs a certain maturity to get Kirby, which teenagers just don't have. Yeah, it's a valid point. And else? Oh yeah, here's some more samples of what the site might look like. So that's part of
So
our.
this is the idea of a gallery that you could actually zoom in and do all the stuff that a lot of the stuff and more that a site What If Kirby that I built years ago.
And part of it is a catalog raisonné for Jack as well. So it's a combination catalog raisonné and an interface to our digital archive. The kind of two things
all joined together so that you can search through things.
And we are a membership organization. If you go to our website, you can see become a member. And that kind of regular support is very helpful. We have a space that we rent for our archive and collections. So we need to pay for that every month. We have a gift shop with fantastic shirts and pins and posters. We had a great sales effort at the San Diego Con, so that was working on that kind of angle of raising money by selling merchandise. These are all the wonderful things. We are trying to continuing to build our YouTube channel. So if you're, any comments, even from, if you're watching live, we love to talk to you while we're in the show. But afterwards, please feel free to ask questions. All you folks watching the recordings later on.
Future people.
Hello, future people. Take our notifications, share, tell people what we're up to. And so that's what we're. Oh my gosh! Yeah, I know that one Facebook group was hijacked. It was terrible. It was not a great time on Facebook. Whenever that was, how many years ago? But yeah, so check us out. We'll be back on Monday, and we will continue our effort through looking at Jack's work at Marvel in the 1970s. And let's just put us on for a second. All right. Thanks everybody. It's been fun.
Thank you.
And we're gonna move on, and we will see you in a few days. All right. Take care.